could be that a perspective is part of it. Is it's got to be part of it has to be the reason why you want to share your perspective, I guess. I don't really know why I would have a channel where it's like you have a burning desire, okay? You're trying to get to something, you know, like help me understand something, but you're talking, you know what I mean, to the internet. And it's like a mirror, but you're obviously not using it like no mirror, right? I'm not gonna pick my nose into the camera, right? And then there's a, you know, do I take what I see for reality? You know, do I want to believe that, you know, I have 60 views on one video where obviously for the obvious reasons you used a word that everybody's looking for, and then back to zero, right? Like I believe that there's such as a thing as trolling hate watchers. Where are they? Don't I get those? I'm not no celestial pristine version of your future or nothing like that. I'm just trying to share a perspective that's only part of the big picture. And perspectives are what is contribute to being able to relate what's going on. So I'm not going to do whataboutism and say, why are they not this? Why are they not that? Because in the Ukraine war, whatever, you're not going to, you think you're going to be able to pull up to a side and like them or something like that. And then there's all this, like, yeah, encouragement for people to, like, you're being brave, like, go and sign up for the, that unit, I forget what they call it, it's like a Foreign Legion, and the other one, like something like the Citizens of the World shit, I don't know. But anyway, like, nobody's talking about how hard it is for them. Like, a lot of them, they don't talk about their being killed. They don't talk about what provisions that they gave them. I mean, there's possibly actors out there and sponsored news and everything, but if you want to follow up on it, the mainstream media never follows up on those people who are saying these things. The dude said he came back from there, his other, what's it called? You know how they live in buildings? The other one got blown up. Not dormitory, what do they call that shit? Barracks. He says two barracks is opposite sides of him gets blown up or some shit. He comes back and they weren't giving him kits, and they didn't give him a plate, which is, I guess, armor plates, and they gave him a mag with 8 rounds in it and said, go, or we're gonna shoot you in the back. Like, get out of here or we're gonna shoot you in the back. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, follow, find out if these guys are Fed lackeys. You know, maybe they came off a Ryder truck, you know, wearing khakis and a black polo shirt. You know, because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, they just want to galvanize you for polarization. That's why everything is so damn dichotomous, and you have to have a left and a right wing. So there's got to be like a, you know, obvious good or bad side, and then you could support by showing your emotions on your sleeve and taking the easiest role, which could have an impact that you don't even have to be concerned. You don't have to really even know. So if you try to support them financially, you do realize that like one of those Stinger missiles probably costs more than It's like $65,000 or something for like one like rocket. Like one tank shell is like 10,000. Like you're gonna support. You're gonna buy like a fraction of a tank round, and then you're gonna act like they didn't target civilians. They always end up putting their firing positions inside of the settlements. They always retreat. Where do you think they retreat to? When you blow them up, you blow them up with their kids and schools and shit. They be hanging out in the schools. You know, I'm not saying Russia's great or anything like that, but if they found out that a school was shut down and abandoned and had some soldiers in it, then they consider it a base and they blow it up. And then the news comes and they're like, look at the school. Good. And they did let animals go on the plane before they let African and Indian foreign exchange students. They keep them as collateral damage, and they like those American and British people signing up because those death numbers is worth more than their own dead numbers. Did you notice that they're willing to see? This is another thing. It's about getting us all gun-ho because of the speed of the progress of the, you know, and it turns into forward operating bases, and they just are different over there. They throw more bodies at the initial. They have the end game. You know what I'm saying? They're not in a hurry. They're not rushing. Just because they're called Russians doesn't mean that they're rushing in. And that's not fucking how I feel about a side. That's about a tactician. That's about tactics. So because of the outcome is still unknown, then you could just say, I like the other side and don't besmirch my opinion. They could be losing shit. The Russians could be losing. But it ain't because you bought a fucking NFT, battle mech NFT. You got a Ukrainian mech warrior. Weirdo. You like that? You like that? That's fun for that. I'm looking at mech warrior. Get your Ukrainian flag mech warrior in the metaverse. Do you think that shit, like, okay, that's at some point in time that might even become poignant, and then I could fucking hate it. What if it reminds you of Ring Around the Rosie or some shit like that? What, I mean, think about, what if the Russians win and they annihilated a whole fighting force of 50,000 men, and you're fucking mech warrior fucking NFT dummy? That's just poignant. You know what poignant? Go get a dictionary. Look up what poignant is. You struck a chord, idiot. The fuck are you doing? I don't know. Maybe that's just for some people to play around with or something. Here you go. Play with this. I'll be back and I'm gonna come collect your stat for science. Because sooner or later, you know what I mean, you're gonna eat a horse or something, and then you're gonna get indigestion. You're gonna eat a whale, and you won't be able to process the food baby from the whale, from eating the whale. But maybe that's what you were supposed to do. It's like a little bit of arrogance in because you can't indefinitely preserve your own being. You know what I mean? In essence, probably lives longer. You know what I mean? And like an isotope, and there's still isotopes.